on everyone, DSP here with a very quick channel update. Going to cover a couple quick topics. I actually wasn't even planning on doing this today, but then a couple things came up that I wanted to let everyone be aware of. Yes, I know my hair is a mess. I know I look like a bum. I haven't shaven or anything. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this update. And so let's just jump right into it. A couple things that I want to let everyone know about. First of all, a lot of people have been sending me messages regarding Smark Guys, saying, Phil, you didn't do Smark Guys last week. Phil, I said, of course we didn't. You know, John and I went to E3, came back, we were pooped, you know, we were resting all day Saturday. So no, we didn't do a Smark Guys episode. Now, this week coming up as well, we have Too Many Games, the convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and so a lot of people are saying, oh no, Phil, so now you didn't do Smark Guys last week, now you're not going to do it this week coming up. And also, what's the status of your pay-per-view simulations? For those of you who follow along, as you know, John, Rambo and I are big wrestling fans, and every time that there is a WWE pay-per-view, we simulate it in WWE 12. Well, this weekend is the No Way Out pay-per-view. However, we're going to be at Too Many Games. Therefore, it looks like the simulation probably isn't going to happen. So let's answer a couple questions. First of all, right now, as I film this, John Rambo is actually live in Hartford, Connecticut, watching Monday Night Raw. So he is going to do a special wrestling recap show this week, talking about his experiences being there on site for the special 3-hour Raw that is airing tonight. So that you will see over on his channel, John Rambo Presents, sometime this week, okay? I probably won't be involved simply because I wasn't there. I really didn't watch wrestling last week either. I think he'll have a really interesting take on everything since he was at the live Raw show, okay? As for the No Way Out simulation, I apologize to everyone. I mean, we do what we can. As you've seen, every month that we've been able to do it, we've done these pay-per-view simulations. Right now, it's not looking too good simply because we're going to be in Philadelphia for a Too Many Games gaming convention. And we even tossed around the idea of possibly bringing the Xbox and the game with us, or maybe we could simulate the matches there, but then we realized we're not going to have a TV to hook it up to at the convention. We don't know if the TV in the hotel we're staying at has connections to let you hook up game systems. Lots of these hotels do not allow you to do that. You know, they have an HD TV, but they lock out the input, so all you can do is watch their TV service, and that's it. We will have a projector with us because we're actually going to be using that during our presentation, our panel on Saturday, but we don't know if we're going to have anywhere to project if we wanted to simulate those matches. And so, really what it comes down to is it's not looking very viable that those matches are going to get simulated this weekend. Are we saying 100% no? No, I don't want to say that. I might talk to John during this week. He might say, oh, I got an idea, and we're going to do this, or we'll try to do this, bring the console anyway, just in case. That is a possibility. However, it's not looking very good. So what I can say is this. Unfortunately, we may not be doing it this week. Maybe we'll do it next week. You know what I mean? Next weekend. So not this weekend coming up with Too Many Games, but the weekend after that, perhaps we'll do it. And sure, it'll be a week late, but I still think it'll still be funny as hell, because that's really why people watch it. It's entertaining. And then, you know, every month from now on, we will make an effort to, again, try to simulate those pay-per-views when we can. So maybe that'll work out, maybe it won't. We'll have to see, but unfortunately, I can't promise everyone that the No Way Out simulation is going to be going on because we'll be at Too Many Games this weekend, okay? Speaking of Too Many Games, both OJ and Panda Lee have been hard at work getting some product together for everyone attending this convention. And of course, that means OJ's been hard at work making candles, and Panda Lee actually has been making some custom earrings. And so for the first time, I'm going to put up some quick pictures here to show you some of the earrings that she's been working on. Basically, they are gaming related, but they don't look blatantly like gaming related stuff for the most part, so they could pass as anything else. So for example, she was a real big fan of the Fatal Frame series, Fatal Frame 2 she really likes, and she made some earrings with butterflies and such, so she says that could be like a Fatal Frame motif. She actually made some blue gemstoned, almost like an ice motif earring, and then a red stones, like a fire motif earring, and they kind of represent Shiva and Ifrit from the Final Fantasy series. She's also got some fruit earrings which she's making, which represents the fruit from Pac-Man. I believe she'll have multiple kinds of that. I think she's going to have like apples, cherries, and maybe some other stuff. And also, I believe she actually has some Pac-Man beads. She may even draw Pac-Man's face on them. Who knows? So she's going to have several different kinds of earrings. Plus, she has some one-offs that she made. It's like her hobby. She used to, you know, she likes doing this, and it's fun to her to be able to do something like that. And it's something cool for her to be doing during the convention. So, you know, you've seen the pictures here. These are only very preliminary, low-resolution pictures. Trust me that it's going to look better in person. I know the lighting wasn't ideal or anything for these pictures, but now you at least have an idea of the kind of stuff that she'll be selling at Too Many Games. And hey, again, tell your girlfriend, tell your sister, tell your mom, tell anyone who wears these kind of earrings. Maybe some dudes like to wear them. I don't know. Then I don't have my ears pierced, but I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, come check it out. We're going to have that and the candles, and we're going to have Project 7 prominently displayed at our table on our laptop. We're going to have a display there. I'm in business cards, everything, you know, meet and greet us. If you want to sign stuff, we're going to have the Project 7 t-shirts, which are from way back MagFest. That's right, 5 months ago. We're going to have those with us if anyone wants to buy a Project 7 t-shirt, maybe get it signed. So we're going to have all this stuff. Plus, I wanted to mention that the Air Raid Lord is going to be there as well. And a couple people have mentioned wanted to talk to him about his book, maybe get a copy of his book signed. So he'll be there as well. So it's going to be a full table of kind of crazy amounts of stuff going on at this table. Okay? So it's going to be entertaining. So I just wanted to talk about that as we approach the weekend, that is. Just continuing on with, as I said, what was going to happen this week. Lollipop Chainsaw will start on Tuesday. It is the only retail release this week. And then, just to remind everyone, Panda Lee will be coming late Wednesday, which means on Thursday I'll probably see Super Mario Galaxy footage. And then the Too Many Games footage will begin on Friday. So, that's the rough schedule, just to keep everyone up to snuff. I could have sworn there was one more thing I wanted to tell everyone, and now it's eluding me as I make this video. And that's one of the downfalls of doing one-take videos like this, is that if you forget something, you're boned because you only did one take. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go recut this whole video. I'm trying to remember. I remember there were the two things about Too Many Games. There was the John Rambo thing. Okay, I think I mentioned everything because I wanted to mention that Rambo was doing, yeah, his own wrestling commentary this week. And one other thing, a lot of people, I know last year, when we went to Too Many Games, you remember, we got stuck in really bad traffic. So we ended up doing lots of videos on the road, including an on-the-road edition of Smark Guys. Now, if you remember, the way we did it wasn't the normal format. It wasn't like we went over all the results of everything that had happened that week. Instead, we just talked about the major things that were going on. I believe at the time it was like Christian was winning the title, and Edge was retiring, and all that stuff was going on during that period of time. And so we talked about it on the road. Now, the only reason we did that is because we were stuck in traffic, like deadlocked traffic. Obviously, this isn't the kind of thing you want to do when you're going to a gaming convention. You want to be there on time because it's distracting. Imagine if we're trying to record this and listen to the GPS and everything going on at the same time. We get distracted and we end up in fucking Delaware again. Because if we end up in Delaware, I think I may quit everything. I may, like, quit the planet. I may move to Mars. Because if I end up in goddamn Delaware again, I'm going to lose it. Okay? So we can't end up in Delaware. That's the goal. So we need to concentrate on what we're doing. That doesn't mean that if we're in deadlock traffic, we won't be doing more videos. But what I'm saying is, don't expect an on-the-road edition of Smart Guys this weekend during Too Many Games, simply because that was because we were in that kind of traffic, okay? Like I said, John's going to be doing a special video this week regarding attending Raw, and then we'll have Too Many Games footage all weekend, and the week after that, we'll probably get back on track. John will start coming to visit every week again. We'll do co-op gameplay, we'll do Smart Guys, all that stuff will come back, you know, the week after, and, you know, I know it's been a rough couple of weeks. I don't want to say rough, but a very busy couple of weeks with E3. Now we're gearing up for Too Many Games. A lot of stuff out of the ordinary of just a normal gaming schedule, a normal filming schedule that I do. But I think, at least from the feedback I'm getting, it seems that people are enjoying it a lot. The E3 footage was a huge hit. Everyone's still giving me very positive feedback about that, and I appreciate it. And now I remember the last thing I wanted to talk about. Holy shit, it just popped into my head. But yeah, and the Too Many Games footage, I'm sure is going to be great. Every time we've attended an event or a con or did a road trip, people love the footage. I get the feeling it's going to be more of the same for this trip, so I'm excited about that, okay? So that being said, last thing that I want to talk about is yesterday I did a game schedule update video where I basically outlined the game release schedule for the rest of 2012 and I explained what games I'm interested in playing, okay? 3 games in particular, I now have amended their release dates because I now know what happened with them. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 is no longer the last week of June. It actually was delayed until August, which is good because that last week of June, there's already too many games to play during that week. So this will be good, an opportunity to move that game over to a more dead month to play. So that's good. I've amended that on my calendar. The Skyrim DLC, Dawn Guard, or whatever it's called, which I thought was the last week of June as well, actually is not. It is only the last week for June for Xbox 360 owners. That's right, in a really fucking odd turn, Bethesda has made a partnership deal with Microsoft to release the DLC for Skyrim early by about a month on the Xbox. To which I say, I thought the best version of this game was the PC version, so why would you delay the DLCs for that? But then again, I have to think back, I think they did exactly the same thing for the Fallout series. So in this case, even though I played the definitive version of the game, I think the graphics were great. I got around some game bugs because I was able to use the console to debug the game when I was playing it, and my playthrough ended up really well. Now it looks like, unfortunately, I'm going to lag behind with the DLCs, and there's really nothing I can do. I'll be doing them when they are released for PC. So that Skyrim DLC also will not be the last week of June. More than likely, it's going to end up sometime in July, which is good again, because like I said, those last 2 weeks of July, there's also no new releases, so that'll be something to move over into a dead time, and that's going to work out nicely if that's exactly what happens, if that's when they release it, okay? The last one that I have an update on, I believe, is Epic Mickey 2, which I think just got a definitive release date of November 18th. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I wrote it on the calendar. People gave me the correct date. I wrote it on my calendar, so that's been updated as well. You know, as usual, a lot of people left the comments about games that don't have release dates, which I still don't understand why they don't listen. I told you if the game doesn't have a release date, I'm not going to be talking about it. You know, here and there, a couple other people mentioned handheld games. And I'm like, I don't even do playthroughs of handheld games, so why does it matter to you if I'm playing the game or not? You know what I mean? But I think the last thing was that Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I think there's a new Counter-Strike game coming out. Now, if I'm correct, and I don't know if I'm correct, it might be a free-to-play game. I'm not positive on that. But I've been hearing a lot about people who's like, oh, we want you to play it and try it out since you've been trying these PC games. I may try it out. So it's a maybe. It's not a definite, but it's a maybe. I may try it out, okay? The very last thing I want to talk about as I end this video, Dragon's Dogma. A lot of people have said, Phil, you never reviewed it. Phil, you forgot to review it. Phil. Alright, no, I didn't forget to review Dragon's Dogma. It's just I've been busy as hell. I went to I beat it the day before E3. It was totally beat. I went to E3. I came back. Immediately, I started playing Inversion. So, you know, I beat that game now, and it's like, you know, give me a break. I understand, yes, you want to see me. I think every day I've done a weekend preview. Then I did a game schedule update. Today I'm doing a channel update. So it's not like I'm not putting out the videos. It's that there's just so much content going on right now I haven't had a chance to review Dragon's Dogma. Being that Lollipop Chainsaw comes out tomorrow, and I'll probably be playing that all day Tuesday and Wednesday to try to beat it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to review Dragon's Dogma yet again. What I can tell you is this, Inversion, I played the campaign. I can't really review it yet because I didn't play the multiplayer, but I honestly don't even know if I want to play the multiplayer because the game kind of sucks. Ghost Recon Future Soldier, I will not be reviewing because the game just has too many fucking game modes. Like, I don't want to play what was it? There's like a guerrilla warfare mode, and then there's another mode that I didn't play, and I just don't feel like playing every mode in order to give the game a fair review. I think the game was okay. I don't think it was anything great, to be completely honest. So I think it was just alright. And there's a couple other games here and there that I just have not had a chance to review. If I get chances, I will, but most likely, especially when it's a game that's not a major release, it's not that huge of a deal for me to rush to try to get the review out there. You know what I mean? So I'll try. I'll see what I can do with Dragon's Dogma, but I'm not making any promises simply because it's an insanely busy week for me. In 2 days, I have to try to beat Lollipop Chainsaw to get ready for Too Many Games and the arrival of Panda Lee and all this other stuff going on. So that's it for this channel update. I know a lot of info here and there to absorb. I hope it was informative for you. I'll see you for Lollipop Chainsaw tomorrow. I'm actually really pumped because this is, to me, this is a major release. Now, I don't know about anyone else. For me, I'm seeing Lollipop Chainsaw as a major release. It's a game from a studio that we haven't heard from a while, and it's a pretty crazy off-the-wall game. It's a game that's gotten some significant hype, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope that everyone else is as well. And I know that game, like Inversion, was kind of a filler game. A lot of people weren't really caring about it. This I'm hoping people are going to like. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's it for the channel update. I'll see you for more gameplay this week, and I'll see you for Too Many Games later this week. Peace.